So one of the things that we want to do in this hoop house also is to put down some weed barrier like we did in the cattle panel hoop house. Now, that weed barrier was a little thin. We weren't crazy about it, so I got a thicker, better weed barrier. We're going to put it throughout completely in the hoop house here, as well as around the outer edges. I want it to be nice and clean and not have all those weeds. And so that's why I have taken the tractor and scraped the inside here to help level it out, help pull out some of the weeds and all. And now it looks decent. Let me show you. Not too bad. Fairly level. Still have a few piles here, but those are because I'm pulling up weeds and things. But now I'm going to take the rake and just kind of go through it and level it out and pull out the remaining weeds and stuff that are in there. It is another day here at Castle Farms Homestead, and I have been back on the hoop house. I just spent several hours, believe it or not, several hours working on getting all the weeds out of here and leveling and raking this out so it'd be nice and flat before we put the greenhouse weed barrier. I shouldn't say greenhouse. It's just a weed barrier that we're going to put in here to make it good and clean so we can start storing stuff in here. So now it's kind of there's a lot of dust in here. So I'm going to get the sprayer and I'm going to water it down just to settle everything down and make sure it doesn't go anywhere until we get that weed barrier on. I didn't just spend my time raking and everything else in the hoop house. I also spent time just putting some little pieces of wiggle wire in here and there on the side walls here because I'm not ready to put the roll-up sides on it yet. I've got some more parts to get. I've ordered those and they're coming. I should have them this week. But for now then, I just secured those down on both sides so that when the wind blows, it isn't flapping and possibly ruining the plastic. I also finished putting the wiggle wire in these end walls, both ends. So I've got it in the bottom and on the sides here. And it is nice and tight. And then I trimmed off the excess plastic. So the end walls are now done. So let's get to watering our hoop house. Okay, everything has been wet down. So now just going to let it dry so it won't be sticky when we put the weed barrier on. I don't know if we'll get started on that tonight or if it'll be in the morning. All right, it is the next day, and today's goal is to get the weed fabric down inside the greenhouse here.
Awesome, let's do it then.
You know how sometimes you're just not like feeling it? It's like
Clint's not feeling it because he just learned that he's bad at math and didn't get enough weed barrier to cover the whole interior like he thought he had.
pretty close, but probably not enough. So we'll find out as we do it. But yeah, I thought I had plenty extra too, but I want to go check and see if I got what I actually ordered. That's my big question. Anyway, regardless, we're going to put it down. So let's get at it. So this is the weed barrier we're going to use. It comes out like this, but then it's folded over. So we got 2 sections of it for a total of 4 feet long. Then besides that, we've got our staples, and that's what's going to hold it down. Shove them in the ground.
Easy enough.
So in order to cut this fabric, if you just use scissors or a knife or something like that, it'll get all frayed. So instead, if you use a torch and cut it, it'll seal the ends as you're cutting. Voila, there you go. So we're getting our first anchor point set. I want to have it right up to the edges. I want to have as little gaps as possible. Even on the sides, I want to have a little bit of overhang, in fact, a little too much. And then we're going to cut out the spaces for the hoops. But if we start here, got our anchor point, and then we can pull the fabric taut and straight as we go along.
Hello folks, and welcome to the latest mini-sode of Brady Bullshits. It's good to have you all here. I just want to start out with a thank you to everyone who's continuing to tune in to my full-length episodes of Brady Bullshits. Again, on all your favorite podcatcher apps, and it comes out every Monday and Wednesday. Go check it out. I was just coming on here to say, though, it's hot out here, man. It's real stinking hot out here. And I'm very tired. And I'm thirsty. Mostly I'm tired. We got up at 5:30 this morning so we could head over and help someone else with their construction to avoid the hottest part of the day. So we can work on our own stuff during the hottest part of the day. But we are just at the 5th wheel now. I'm editing. Clint's watering the flowers as he reconciles with the fact that he locked our truck keys in the truck. So that's fun. Luckily, besides the officially branded Castle Farms Homestead truck, we do have all red, a 1990 something Ford F-150. She's beautiful. She was my grandpa's, Clint's father's. So we have that one. So we're able to get around out here. And I'm guessing either we'll take that one in for the weekend, or Clint's gonna hop in it and drive to town to grab the spare keys for the official truck and drive back out. We'll see. And there we go. We've got one roll done. It's almost halfway across, which means that the second roll we do
Won't make it all the way, so gonna have to order more weed barrier. Yep, Brady could get his math right. We'd get that.
if I'd been asked for my mathematical input, we would have gotten this right. And voila. Almost the whole thing's covered.
Yep, we're still left with about a 3-foot strip on the other side, and so we'll need more plastic go with that. But we'll order that right away and get it coming in. And then we're also going to put a strip down each side, and we're going to come out this way like 6 or 8 feet this way and that way as well. And then we'll be done with that.
Nice.
So while we're in the midst of putting our weed barrier down, just got it laid out, we're going to try to get it down. Our friend Bill Sampson came by, and he has with him a tester, so we can test the total dissolved solids. Is that TDS?
TDS.
Total dissolved solids in the water. And so he said, hey, let me test yours right now. So he said, sure, great. We haven't done it, so let's find out what we've got. So we're going to turn the water on, let it run for a while, then tell us what we're going to do.
Okay. Then we're going to put some in the jar, and then we're going to put the tester in. And the idea is to detect that we've got less than 1,000 TDS, because anything over 1,000 is not recommended for culinary or for agriculture by state standards. So that's about what we're going to do.
Okay.
Let's go.
Do you mind saying what happened to your well, or do you care if that was?
No, I'll let them know. We were at about 800 to 1,000. We were pretty close to 1,000 last winter, and so we shut the well down because we didn't need it, and we operated out off the water that was in our tanks all winter long. And when I went to fill up the tanks this spring's runoff, we believe created an issue with the well, and our total dissolved solids went to above 9,000, which was pretty bad.
That's crazy bad.
So we had to have the well repaired, which just got completed, and we're currently developing the well and flushing it right now. And we hope that it gets down to the level that we need to use it so that we can.
What did you say it was at right now?
Right now it's at 1,300.
1,300, but they're flushing it, so it'll probably take a little while to get rid of what was already in there and all, and really get it running clean again. So
and one of the major issues with ours is that we've had a garden and a greenhouse, operational greenhouse, for the last 2 years. Now we're having to bring water in on a water buffalo 3 times a day just to keep the garden and the greenhouse alive.
Yeah.
So we need to get the well back up and running so that we can turn our attention to other things other than constantly watering all day long.
And one of these days, I'm planning on starting to do like a weekly tour of somebody's homestead out here. And I'm sure Bill wouldn't mind if we go over and see what he's got going on at his place. So hopefully you'll be able to see that soon.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Well, let's turn on the water and get this thing going.
Okay. So we're going to put some. We've let the hose run for a minute or two, and we can feel the cold, so it's coming out of the well. Now we're going to turn the.
No, it looks green.
We're going to put this in, and we are registering 590 right now,
which is good.
And that's good.
Yep, that's good. That's kind of right on par for what seems like most everybody's getting around here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it is a little cloudy.
Yeah. Tastes good.
Tastes good.
Yeah, I know. Good flavor to it. So why does it look colored? Do you know?
Yeah, probably a little bit of rust in the pipes that we'll clean out. Just let it run for a little bit and let it clean up.
Huh.
So.
Yeah, because I'm running it every day.
Okay.
I'm kind of surprised there is a little.
Have you run it this morning?
I haven't this morning.
Okay, that could be just sitting overnight. Sometimes it does that.
See if it does it again. It's already clear.
It's gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Cool. Well, man, I appreciate that. Thanks,
You bet.
Bill.
You bet.
It's kind of nice to know.
Yeah.
Even though I figured it was probably okay. We're already growing some things over there, and it's growing great.
Yeah.
So we weren't killing it.
That's true.
So
That's true.
Did you hurt any of your stuff before you figured it out?
Before we saw it, yeah, we watered some stuff in the greenhouse, and within 2 days it was dead.
Oh, man.
So, and it's all the salt that's in it.
That stinks.
So.
That stinks. Well, thanks for coming by.
You bet.
I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
All right.